Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is April the 2nd, 2026, Maundy Thursday of Holy Week. And the lectionary reading is from the Old Testament book of Exodus, chapter 12, the story of the first Passover. The Passover is the core part of the Exodus story. Moses, God's prophet, asked the Pharaoh of Egypt to free God's people from slavery and to let them go. Even after God sent 9 plagues to demonstrate his power over Egypt, Pharaoh still refused. Nevertheless, God delivered a final plague, the death of the firstborn in Egypt. The lectionary reading is Exodus chapter 12, verses 1 to 14, which outlines the instructions that God's people were to follow to ensure their firstborn would be spared from death. Each household was to choose a lamb or a goat. If a household was too small to eat the whole animal, they were to team up with a neighbor and share the meal. They were instructed to roast and eat the lamb promptly, accompanied by bread and bitter herbs. No leftovers were to remain until morning, and any remaining food had to be burned. All of God's people needed to be dressed and ready to travel, with sandals on their feet and a staff in their hand. The most important instruction was for each household to put the slain animal's blood on their doorpost. The reason for this is that God promised his people he would pass over the houses marked with the blood during the 10th and final plague in Egypt that night. Without blood on the door frames, the firstborn males, both people and animals, would be killed. This is the promise God made, and he keeps his promises. When I see the blood on the doorpost, I will pass over your house. And you are to commemorate this as an everlasting festival to the Lord for all generations. That night, the people of God obeyed the instructions given by Moses. The angel of death passed over every house that was marked with the blood of the slain animal. And Jews have continued to celebrate Passover ever since that night.